The screen glows in the dark room, casting a cold light on your face. You tap the refresh icon for the third time, hoping the numbers will shift. They do not. The balance staring back at you is lower than the cost of a standard dinner in the city. You let the phone slide from your hand onto the desk, the plastic clattering against the wood in the silence. It is a physical weight, the realization that you are stuck. The old advice echoes in your head. You need money to make money. You need capital, connections, and a degree from a top-tier institution to even enter the game. Without those, you are just waiting for the next paycheck that never quite covers the month. You look at the wall, at the stack of bills, and then back at the screen. The myth of the barrier to entry has kept you still for years. It is a suffocating cycle that tells you the doors are locked from the inside. But the math on the screen is not just a failure. It is a signal. It is the absolute floor. And from the floor, the only direction left to move is up. Forget the world you knew. The calendar has turned, and the second half of 2026 in the United Kingdom has rewritten the rulebook. The old gatekeepers, the heavy briefcases of cash, the prestige degrees, the inherited connections, they are no longer the primary variables in this equation. The landscape has shifted under your feet. You are standing on a new terrain where the barriers to entry have been dismantled by necessity and innovation. This is not about what you have in your pocket. It is about what you can do with what is already in front of you. If you possess a shred of grit and the willingness to look at the data, you can build a portfolio from nothing. The myth that you need massive capital to generate wealth is exactly that, a myth. In this current climate, the absence of capital is not a dead end. It is a starting line. You are not looking for a handout or a lottery ticket. You are looking for the mechanisms of the new economy. The game has changed. The board is wide open. And for the first time, the lack of resources is not your weakness. It is your incentive to move faster than the incumbents. Look at the local landscape. Small businesses across the UK are drowning in operational friction. They have the budget for growth, but they lack the hours in the day to manage the details. This is where you enter with the service arbitrage model. You do not need to be a software engineer or a master of code. The tools to automate their social media schedules or streamline their email responses already exist in open source libraries. You are not selling them a product. You are selling them the return of their own time. You find the tool, you bridge the gap, and you collect the fee. Because you are utilizing existing technology, your overhead is effectively zero. Every pound they pay you for that saved time is pure profit. It is a simple trade. You provide the focus they lack, and they fund your entry into the market. The margins are infinite because you are not building infrastructure, you are optimizing it. You are the conduit between their inefficiency and the automated future. Once you secure the first client, you have the proof of concept. The barrier is not skill. It is the courage to propose the solution. Now, look beyond digital tasks. Your garage or shed is not a storage unit. It is a warehouse of untapped capital. The UK is pivoting toward a circular economy, and the demand for specialized, high-turnover tools is surging. People no longer want to own a drill, a heavy-duty sander, or a professional-grade pressure washer for a job that takes one afternoon. They want the utility without the permanent cost. This is the micro-leasing goldmine. You identify these high-demand items sitting idle in your neighborhood. You list them on local platforms. Suddenly, that rusted piece of metal in the corner stops being a liability and starts acting as a consistent cash engine. The data is clear. Sellers focusing on niche, high-turnover equipment are generating a 15% return monthly. This is not about glamour. It is about velocity. You take an item that was collecting dust, put it into a rental loop, and extract value from every hour it spends outside your door. You are turning dead weight into a recurring revenue stream. It is a simple equation. You stop treating your assets as possessions and start treating them as inventory. Every tool you lease is a unit of production. Your return is not just a gain. It is the transformation of static objects into a liquid, growing portfolio. Now, we must address the elephant in the room. You are still checking your phone for the next crypto meme to moon, aren't you? Let us be clinical. If you are waiting for a digital lottery ticket to solve your bank balance, you are not an investor. You are a gambler. The data from 2026 is brutal. While you track the volatility of unbacked tokens, the real money is moving elsewhere. It is moving into systems, services, and tangible supply chains. Look at the performance metrics. Every hour you spend chasing a viral coin is an hour you are not building a retainable, scalable business. The market does not reward hope. It rewards velocity and utility. If you are still clinging to the dream of a get-rich-quick windfall, you are already behind the curve. You are looking at the noise, not the signal. It is time to stop the fantasy. The volatility of the meme economy is a trap designed to drain your capital while you wait for a miracle that never arrives. Discard the speculation. Stop refreshing the charts. The only path forward is to build a foundation that generates cash, not hype. You have a choice. Stay in the casino or start building the house. Now, pivot to the digital front. Reselling for the new age. This is not about clearing out a basement. It is an intelligence operation. You scan the UK retail sector for supply chain fractures. Where are the shortages? What are the high-demand, low-weight items that local suppliers cannot fulfill? You hunt for the gap. You find it in sustainable home goods. The data is precise. By drop shipping these specific items, you bypass the warehouse, the inventory costs, and the logistics nightmare. You are a ghost in the supply chain. You connect the demand to the source, and you move the product before you even touch it. The results are immediate. The last quarter shows that those who targeted this niche saw a 20% surge in volume. It is a rapid, high-stakes hunt. Every click is a transaction, and every transaction is a move towards scale. You are not just selling a product. You are optimizing the flow of goods across a fractured market. You watch the volume climb, you analyze the data shift, and you double down on the items that move the fastest. This is the new velocity. You are no longer waiting for the market to give you a chance. You are carving your own path through the gaps. Now, let us tackle the most overlooked engine of growth, micro-consulting. You have skills. Accounting, marketing, dog-walking logistics. It does not matter what the craft is, only how you package it. Stop chasing single, one-off projects that leave you hunting for your next paycheck by Friday. That is not a business. That is a grind. Start building a subscription model. Businesses are desperate for predictability. They want to know their email sequences will be automated and their books will be balanced without a bidding war every month. You go to them with a retainer. You offer a fixed, monthly service. The moment a client signs that agreement, your reality shifts. You are no longer trading hours for uncertainty. You are trading value for a steady, recurring stream of income. It hits you when the first deposit lands. Without a new sales pitch, you have achieved security. This cash flow is your leverage. It is the capital you need to reinvest into larger assets, turning your own expertise into a machine that works while you sleep. You move from the chaos of the gig economy into the structure of a real enterprise. This is the pivot point where you stop working to survive and start working to build. Now, we reach the final, most scalable layer, the affiliate content ecosystem. You do not need a massive audience to win here. You need a deep, specific niche. Forget general lifestyle blogs. Look at the UK market segments that are crying for expertise, like eco-friendly home heating solutions. You build your platform around data-driven, high-value content that answers the specific, painful questions homeowners have about efficiency and installation. You are not just making noise. You are creating a destination for people ready to buy. When a user lands on your page, they are not browsing, they are researching a purchase. This is high-intent traffic. Brands in the green energy sector know this. They are desperate to reach these people, and they will pay you a premium to guide that traffic to their products. You are now the gatekeeper. Every piece of content you publish becomes a long-term asset that generates revenue without extra labor. You have total control over the narrative and the conversion. By dominating this single, hyper-focused segment, you unlock a model that grows as the market grows, with zero entry costs. You are no longer just a participant in the economy. You are the one steering the demand to where it needs to go. Take a breath and look at the board. You have the service arbitrage feeding the cash flow. You have the micro-leasing asset sitting in the background, generating passive monthly returns. You have the consulting retainers locking in your base revenue, and you have the content ecosystem funneling high-intent traffic directly to the highest-paying partners. These were not separate gambles. They were parts of a single engine. You built it piece by piece from absolutely nothing. The chaos is gone. The uncertainty that kept you staring at your bank balance is replaced by a mechanical, predictable rhythm. You test a strategy, you optimize the data, and you reinvest the profit back into the next layer of the system. This is no longer about trading your limited time for a paycheck. It is about the velocity of your actions. You have moved from a spectator watching the market to a builder who constructs the infrastructure within it. The system is active, it is running, and it is entirely under your control. You started with a deficit, but you have engineered a machine that now works for you. This is the moment where the theory finally becomes your reality. The system is built, but a machine left in neutral generates nothing. You have the blueprint, the data, and the infrastructure. Now, you have a choice. You can keep studying the theory, reading the charts, and waiting for the perfect moment that never arrives. Or you can apply the force. Success in 2026 is not about who has the most capital. It is about who has the most velocity. Every hour you spend analyzing is an hour of lost opportunity. Every hesitation is a leak in your engine. Take the first step. Launch the offer. List the asset. Send the proposal. You are not waiting for permission from the market. You are the one who dictates the pace. The economy is a sea of movement, and you are no longer a floating log at the mercy of the current. You are the one pulling the oars. Grip the handle, commit your weight, and drive forward. Stop watching the market. Start moving it. The only thing standing between where you are and where you intend to be is the speed of your next action. Do not think, move.